Welcome to class. We'll start today in a comfortable seat. We'll be seated for a while, so if you'd like to elevate your hips, please do so. We'll focus today on our shoulders and neck. So begin to come into your space. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Notice how you feel and breathe. Begin to sweep the nose from left to right, very slowly and mindfully. Notice any creaks or pops that occur. And begin to take 3 circles in one direction with your neck. 3 full circles. And then go in the opposite direction 3 times. When you've finished, come back toward the center, tuck your chin toward your chest, rest your palms on the back of your head, and let the elbows draw toward the center. Breathe deeply here. Try not to strain. Just relax, letting the elbows be the pulling force here. Slowly start to release, keeping the chin tucked first, and then roll up nice and slowly. Take the left ear to the left shoulder and take the left hand onto the right ear. Notice the length that's created here in the right side of your neck. Again, not pulling hard, just applying a little bit of pressure. Gently release that and switch sides. Right ear to right shoulder, right hand on the left ear. Finding length in the left side of the neck. Gently release. Come back toward the center. Just take some small movements with the neck before we start to move into the next thing. Allow yourself to reset. Our next movement will be seated cats and cows. So we'll use the palms on the knees for resistance. When you're ready, start to bring the chest forward and then round the spine. Hold here for a few seconds, rounding the back, and then come forward, opening the chest. Nice and slow. Exhale, round the spine. Hold. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Come back toward the center, cross the right arm over the chest, stretching into the shoulder, gently, not pulling. Holding for a few breaths. Slowly release and switch sides. Cross the left arm over the chest, holding on with the right arm. Slowly start to release. And bring your feet together in butterfly. From here, start to cross the right arm over the shoulder like you're hugging yourself. Left arm under, and then fold forward here. this feels like too much, you can release the arms, crossing them at the wrists. Find what feels good here. You can move back and forth if you'd like to, between the two. And then begin to switch sides, coming forward. This time the left arm on top, right arm under. Should feel a sensation in the shoulders and the lower back. Again, releasing whenever you need to, or if you'd like to, crossing at the wrist or the elbows. Sometimes it can feel good to move back and forth between the two. And then slowly start to release and come up. We'll continue to open the shoulders here, so either grab opposite elbows or bump your fists together and then start to fold over your lap, taking your forehead down to the ground. Deep breaths here. May feel some hip opening as well. Few more breaths here. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Begin to slowly start to lift yourself back up, release the arms. Take a second to make any movements that feel good. You can stay seated or come into whatever position feels good to you, and we'll cross the left arm under the right in eagle arms. Try to get your palms touching if you can. You can also sit back on your heels. Feel the shoulder opening. It's a little different than ones that we've done before in this practice. Try to keep lifting the elbows toward the chin and breathing. If you cannot make contact with the hands, you can just have the backs of the hands touching and start to take your arms over to the right side, still in this position. And come back toward the center, and then take them over to the left. Back toward the center, lift them up toward the chin. Slowly release. Extend them out to a T. And then wrap the right arm around the left knee for a twist. Not here for too long, just a few breaths. And come back toward the center. And we'll do the other side. This time, the right arm under the left elbow on top of the right, and your eagle arms. Grabbing the hands or pressing the backs of the hands together. Keeping the elbows raised to the height of the chin if you can the whole time. And then begin to take the arms over to the left. Back toward the center and over to the right. Back toward the center, lift the elbows toward the chin. Slowly release the arms back out to a T, and then cross the left arm over the right knee. Gently unwind, make your way onto your hands and your knees. And we'll settle in for child's pose. Sinking hips back toward heels, stretching the arms forward. You can stay right where you are or take your hands to prayer, bend the elbows and take your thumbs in between your shoulder blades. A little deeper of a stretch in the triceps and shoulders. We're here for 2 minutes and your time has already started. Send breath into the backside body. Focus more on the shoulders, triceps, and back. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And begin to slowly release the arms back in front of you. Press yourself back up into your tabletop. Lower all the way down to your belly. And here, extend the left arm in front of you and cross the right arm under the chest. We'll focus here on keeping the left shoulder active, so reaching up and over as far to the right corner as you can, pressing into the palm to activate the shoulder and stretch more into the lats this way. You'll also feel a stretching sensation in the front of the right shoulder. But try to keep reaching forward and over on the left arm. And then begin to slowly make your way back toward the center. As a reset, stretch both arms above the head and take a few breaths. We'll begin to move into the other side here, sending the opposite arm under the chest, the left arm. Reach up and over with the right arm. Pressing into the palm to engage the lat and stretch into the shoulders. Really feel that engagement in the right side. Also the stretch on the front of the left shoulder. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Make your inhales as long as your exhales. And begin to slowly release this. Once again, extend both arms in front of you. Stretching, coming back to neutral. The next thing we'll do, we'll interlace our fingers behind our back and then start to roll onto the right shoulder. So keeping the bind with your hands will allow your shoulders to open, and then you can feel a stretch on the chest as well as the neck here. You're here for about 1.5 minutes, and your time has already started. Try to stabilize yourself with your feet and your core. Head can rest on the mat if that feels okay. Try not to strain through the neck wherever you are. Slowly come back toward the center. Take a minute here or a second here. Readjust your grip if you need to on your fingers, and then roll onto the left shoulder. Stabilize yourself with your feet and your core. Allow the head to rest on the mat if that's okay with the neck. Same amount of time on this side as we did on the other side. Slowly come back toward the center. Take a breath or two. And then from here, you can keep your fingers interlaced or maybe take reverse prayer hands, trying to work your palms together. We'll keep the shoulder opening going here for about another 90 seconds. Just really trying to get into the deep tissues and fascia in the shoulders, working to relieve any tension in the traps and lats as well. Can also grab opposite elbows or bump your fists together. Get the same effect here. Or even rest your hands on your sacrum. And slowly start to release. Stack your forearms on top of one another and rest your head either on your hands or on the ground. Just take a moment to breathe here. Still remaining with your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, slowly with control. Notice how you feel. And stretch the arms above the head. One more time. Maybe even bringing the arms by the sides, whatever feels good. Whatever grounds you here. And then slowly start to make your way back up. Extend the legs out wide in front of you. Grab something that you can hold on to. So we're still stretching through the shoulders. Tall pillow. Reaching forward and just allow the back to round. We're here for 3 minutes. Still focusing on shoulder opening here as you reach forward, but in a restorative way. Allow your inhales to be as long as your exhales. Steady breath, steady mind. If the mind is wandering, maybe tap into the sounds around you. Sounds of rain, traffic, birds. Notice the air on your skin, the quality of that. If it's cool, humid, warm. Any smells in the room. Tap into all of your senses. Focus on that. Hear the pattern of your breath. Slowly start to make your way back up. Take the arms behind you, open the chest, the throat. Notice the lower back. Begin to bring the legs together. Take any other movements that feel good. And then find a comfortable seat the same way we started. Notice how you feel. Thank yourself for putting in this work. And thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.